Did you see that? The bullets went right through it.
Did he miss?
McFadden doesn't miss.
Evacuated via South Face. I got time and top stuck right out of the chair. 5 men down.
We gotta travel together, and we gotta stay tight. Can you do that? Go! Come on. Move.
Right there! Where is it? In front!
Get in!
Come on! Get in here!
Move!
Talk to me, man!
I saw him die. What? I saw him die.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, oh, it's okay. Look at me. Look at me. Did you see it?
Yeah.
You saw it. How close did you get?
I was in a room with it for hours. That tub saved my life. I could feel it. I could feel it.
Landmines! Hold on!
Until my backup's here.
Working on it. Stand by. It's 8 to 10 minutes. Advise you stay put.
I can't wait for backup. Send them in behind me.
Davis, maintain your position. They're on their way.
Team 1, are you seeing this? There's some kind of disturbance here.
Davis, what is that? What are you seeing?
What the hell?
Davis? Davis, what's your status? Davis, come in.
Gotcha.
Dr. Osborne, call 204. Dr. Osborne, 204.
Where you been?
Solving problems.
You look dusty.
Sometimes you gotta get dusty, Efren. You test the pulse?
Yeah, went down to the vault, asked Johnson for some tetracycline, but apparently we don't store it. It's outdated and expensive as shit.
It got expensive. Back in the 90s, it used to be cheap. So if you look hard enough, you can still find some lying around.
You find a street gang that slings tetracycline?
Industrial printer cartridge, $14.99 back in the day. Give me the mount, will you?
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're gonna tell the suits you're running this on a 20-year-old part, right?
I'm gonna show them it works, and then I'm gonna tell them that's the difference between a prototype and a production model.
Okay. Concavity is spun to 0. Lens track is hot. Alignment is keyed in. We're good to go.
What do you call it? If you think about the applications on other materials, it could be fairly significant. Metals, for instance, can be shattered with very little effort or noise. Concrete, rubber, they are all vulnerable to violent temperature changes.
Yeah, this project started as a request from SEAL Team 6. After the siege in Luanda, they came to us asking for the capability to flash freeze or boil the enemy's water supply. Now, with this device, could have driven the enemy out.
And you tried this on living things?
That wasn't our intent here, initially.
We'd like you to test it.
Any volunteers?
Well, we'll give it a try. Gentlemen, why don't we go have a sit down? We'll talk over the next steps, all right? Yeah, right this way. What do you want, a clean conscience? Test it with a slab of beef for all I care.
What I want is to use it for what we originally designed it as, a deterrent. Nobody said anything about microwaving people's lungs.
It's war. It's the business we're in.
Do you remember what you sold it to me as when you hired me? Defense.
And that's still partially true. But war is good business.
So is human trafficking.
We work for DARPA, Mark. We work for the government.
I don't know what weapons will be used to fight World War III, but I'm pretty sure World War IV will be fought with sticks
and stones. That's Albert Einstein. He worked for the government.
Mm-hmm. That's right. If you ask him, I don't think he thought that was his finest hour. I'm sure he has feelings about flash-boiling human flesh. You ever think about prosthetic limbs with full sensory feedback?
Ah, prosthetics don't win wars.
Did you hear that? That is the empathetic scientist in you dying.
Did you brief your guys on how to operate the ray?
I did.
Good. And you can start packing.
Can you be a little more specific?
About these goggles here. Hyperspectral goggles being deployed by special forces in Eastern Europe in the Moldovan War.
I'm aware. I read the field reports.
No, you have not read this report. Orland called me personally. General Orland. He said things are very sensitive down there. And they're seeing things.
Okay. Like what?
They won't tell me. They won't share the video feed. They won't discuss what they're seeing. They just want the lead engineer down there to advise and consult. Look, you invented these goggles to keep our guys safe. Well, now they need your help. Think of it as defense.
Insurgency is mostly remnants of the military dictatorship that ran this place until about 2 months ago. And their popular support is primarily in the north part of the country, near the Russian border, and here in the capital. The problem is their forces are well trained and are threatening to turn this whole thing into a civil war.
Moldova. Russians had it, lost it, became independent, but it's struggling internally.
On the one hand, you have an insurgency, made up of the regime's former elite soldiers. They're well-trained and dangerous. On the other, you have most of the population, who are tearing down the regime's flags and demanding a new government. Civil unrest, as complicated as it is a business we're familiar with. We like to think we're good at it.
But this thing your camera found, it's a whole new piece of business. I can't send this video to UCOM. I'm just afraid they think it's a joke.
DOD doesn't have a great sense of humor.
Typically not.
Sergeant, hook us up. I'm sure there's some scientific explanation for what's on these feeds, but until you give it to me, I'm not sending it up the chain of command. You done?
Yes, sir.
All right, get out of here, seal us in. Wait outside.
Sir.
Nobody here has been able to make heads or tails of this. Just thrown a wrench into our entire operation for reasons I'm not at liberty to discuss with you. I can tell you we need answers fast.
Do you mind?
Spotted that quick. 5 different helmet cams picked up something similar in the last 3 weeks. At first, our signals intelligence field tech wrote it off as interference.
That's not interference. I don't think you're gonna fly me all the way out here for interference, so, you wanna tell me what you're thinking?
No, I want you to tell me what you're thinking.
Well, I don't know what I'm thinking yet, but there is an explanation.
That was the first sighting. 3 others just like it. The last was different. It involved a member of Delta Force. That makes it particularly sensitive. This is Fran Madison with CIA. Most of what Special Ops does here is done under CIA covert operations.
You need to sign this before we can go any further.
What is this?
It's an SCI oath. Basically, you acknowledging its life in prison if you reveal anything you're told. Cue up the Davis file, please. Yes, ma'am.
3 days ago, we conducted a raid in Mid-City. Our communications were intermittent, and one of our guys got separated from the group, where he ended up killed in action. He got closer than anybody. Too close.
Dagger Team 1, are you seeing this? There's some kind of disturbance here.
Davis, what is that? What are you seeing?
What the hell?
Sergeant Chris Davis. 3-tour combat vet. Best of the best.
In the last few weeks, we've been finding bodies around the city that were killed in the same way. The autopsies defied all explanation. Their internal organs were frozen, and yet their skin was burned and corroded.
And the only response from the Allied Moldovan military contact is shock, confusion, and there's anger. There's teenagers spray painting genocide, Aratari at the sites of the killings.
Genocide?
Aratari.
It's a local myth. The ghosts of war. As nightmarish as, that's the literal translation.
It's very poetic.
Well, they're superstitious. They somehow think the horrors of the war have kicked up something unnatural.
So we're hoping you have an alternate theory.
What do you think?
Think you need a new name for him?
Beyond that.
Give me a copy of the data and some
No,
time.
that won't be possible.
You asked me to figure out what this is right now.
We want your assessment, yeah.
I don't have one yet.
In that case, General, I think we have to send our working theory up the chain of
I
command.
don't want to do that.
Okay, what is your working theory?
The agency thinks this is some kind of cloaking technology. Insurgent soldiers wearing active camouflage.
In this country, something that advanced.
CIA knows of a few groups in Europe and Asia that could be working on active camouflage.
DARPA's been working on cloaking technology for a long time. We're years away from a working prototype.
Maybe somebody beat you to it.
DARPA's the leader in the field.
Are you certain of that? The regime spent heavily on weapons research. Corruption, loose legislation. You're a military lab and you want obscurity? This is a great place to work and hide.
Oh, okay. Let's say it is cloaking technology. How do you account for the cause of death?
Some kind of shock delivered directly to the victim.
I think you're reaching.
In our business, we're required to make suppositions.
In my business, we're required to prove them. Your technician's job is to find glitches, so he sees glitches. Your job is to find the enemy, so you see the enemy. The locals believe in spirits, so they see spirits. Everyone is biased in one way or another. So my answer to you right now is that we lack data to support any theory.
Okay. What do you need to make a more definitive statement?
First of all, you need a better shot.
That's what I'm looking for, a better shot.
How?
That's it. I brought this from DARPA. Hyperspectral camera. More powerful version of the helmet cams your guys have been using. Sees deeper and farther into the spectrum of light. Visible, invisible. If there's something there, it's gonna pick it up.
Can you mount this thing on a Delta vehicle?
I don't see why not.
All right, good. We run missions in the city every day. I'll just put you together with our field tech, and you explain to him how to operate it.
I wouldn't put a tech in between this camera and myself. A kill shot? You'll need a fast reaction time out there.
Next mission, you ride with Delta. They're gonna get you close to this thing. You get me the kill shot. You can go home to Virginia without unpacking.
Oh, check that out.
You believe this guy?
Team heard you were installing a cam on our truck.
Which was fine as he just ripped out that 50 cal, man.
You taking down a big gun to put up a camera?
It's the only place large enough to mount the camera.
You guys get that, right? No, it sounds like a terrible idea. We prefer to dance with who brung us. Dr. Klein, you get that, right?
Dance with who brung you? No, actually, I don't.
This truck has saved our lives many times. I understand.
You guys know Dr. Klein's team built that truck. Klein works over at DARPA. I've worked closely with his group. Been to their facilities in Virginia. It's good to see you, Dr. Klein.
Good to see you, Captain Cabrera.
See, they retrofitted these trucks for us with tougher, lighter weight armor. They designed the mechanical loaders that do the heavy lifting around here so you boys don't strain yourselves too hard. Matter of fact, Dr. Klein himself developed the thin-weight Kevlar body stocking that literally protects your balls. So I would think there'd be nothing but goodwill in this group for Dr. Klein. Major Sessions.
Come have your men fall back.
Major, this is Dr. Klein. He's worked with our group 8 or 10 times over the last 5 years, sir.
You go out with the assault team on any of those?
No, sir.
He's a good man, Major.
That's great. I'm just not a fan of taking tourists on combat missions.
Sir, I'm not a tourist.
If you're not carrying an M4, you're a tourist.
I can carry one if you like.
Major, we got to get Dr. Klein out in the field so we can track the target for us and get us a kill shot.
How long before this equipment's operational?
A few hours.
Is it gonna work?
We got close enough.
Let me tell you something. Sergeant Davis, he got close enough. That's the best Delta that we had. Make sure your equipment is top-notch this time.
They're like brothers.
I like it.
Okay. Evening, Doc. Here, you two hit it off big time.
She can come on from bed in tents.
Yeah. So can you.
I'm just here to find this thing.
No, you're willing to go on a combat mission to find it. She is, too. She's under a lot of pressure from D.C. They want an answer, and it's her job to give them one. Saw your names on the mission roster. I knew this was a top priority, but for them to embed you both...
Well, you don't have to worry about me.
I'm not worried about you, Doc. I'm worried about it. She's hoping it's cloaking technology. What do you think it is?
Something none of us have thought of yet.
Gentlemen, yesterday at 1800 hours, Utah team left here on a recon mission to Durlesti when they were engaged by insurgents. We managed to hear most of their chatter during the firefight, but comms were unreliable. Target is a 5-story apartment building here. We think what's left of Utah team is being held on the 4th floor, the northwest corner apartment. We're going to be knee-deep in an insurgent-held area of the city, so we should expect a fight. One last thing. Before our guys were grabbed, they radioed in that they saw what we are now calling hyperspectral anomalies. Your mission's a quick extraction. You get our guys and you get out. However, if engaged, neutralize the anomalies in the area.
Neutralize them. How?
Yeah, what are we dealing with here?
We believe these are enemy soldiers in advanced electronic camouflage. So be surgical when you fire.
If we don't really know what they are, then maybe we should...
Excuse me? Would you like to add something? If they are wearing cloaking technology, you need to bring it back as intact as possible.
Dr. Klein and Agent Madison will be on mission with you. Dr. Klein will be monitoring your helmet cam feeds from the 2nd MRAP vehicle in the convoy. Major Sessions will lead Dagger Team 1 to do the extraction. Stay on comms, get your gear.
coming into the abandoned zone. Expect a heavy insurgent presence. I've got an insurgent body here.
I got a opium from Utah team. Confirmed KIA. None of these guys appear to have taken any rounds. No entry exit wounds.
Alessio here. Moving to the 5th floor.
Captain, we got movement in there.
Toll check you 2 o'clock.
Where? We don't see anything.
That's it, right there.
You're right on top of it.
It's a motion signature. Something under that tub.
Lewis, Tom, I want you to flip over the top. Toll, I want you on what's underneath.
I'm on it.
1,
2, 3.
We have Comstock alive and conscious. Repeat, we have Sergeant Comstock from Utah team. Hey, buddy. Where's the rest of your team?
They're upstairs. They're all gone. Got under their skin.
What got under their skin?
Saw it. Blanket. Like a frozen blanket.
Hey, where is the rest of Utah?
Oh, they're dead. Yeah, they're all dead. We're all dead.
Where are the bodies?
I told you, they're on the top floor. Oh, you haven't seen it. I've seen it. You know I believe in God, John. This is the opposite of God.
Wait a minute, who's this right here? Can you tell him to turn back?
McFadden, turn back.
Give us a view of that room.
Nothing's there, guys. I'm standing right here.
Mac?
We're both staring right at it. It's in the middle of your viewport.
What? That? It's a smear. Probably these piece of shit goggles.
Oh, no. Tell him to put them back on.
Mac, put the goggles back on. Mac, do it now.
What the?
Take the shot.
Did you see that? The bullets went right through it.
Did he miss?
McFadden doesn't miss.
Major Sessions, we have a KIA, McFadden.
There's a hyperspectral target on the 5th floor northwest corner. Switch to heavy rounds or 203s, whatever you have to do to bring this thing down.
Tell your men to pull out. Tell your men to pull out right now. Right now.
No, wait, we are not leaving empty-handed.
Oh, I can guarantee you're leaving empty-handed.
Get out of there! All units evacuate now! Let's go! Get back to the truck!
This room right here! Go! It's him! Pull up there! Evacuated via South Face! I got Tom and Tom stuck right here on the chair! 5 man down! We gotta travel together, and we gotta stay tight. Can you do that? Go! Come on! Move! Right there! Where is it? In front! Get in!
Come on! Get in here!
Move!
I saw him die.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Hey, oh, it's okay. Look at me. Look at me. Did you see it? Yeah. You saw it. How close did you get?
I was in a room with it for hours. That tub saved my life. I could feel it. I could feel it.
Landmines! Hold on!
buddy? Look at me.
No.
Shit. Open the door. Come on, move.
Both drivers are dead. Archer Lima 2 hit a landmine. Both vehicles destroyed. We are 3 clicks southeast of target building.
No shit! Our vehicles were just blown to hell!
We need to find cover! Klein! Leave the camera! Come on, Klein. Move! Cover! Get up! Right there! Clear! Who's injured? He is? Yeah, pull my hand.
We need an airlift out of here. I can't get a clear signal to base. Keep trying.
Come!
Archer Lima 2, Archer Lima 2. This is Dagger Team 1, over. Archer Lima 2, this is Dagger Team 1. Copy, over. Archer Lima 2, this is Dagger Team 1. Do you copy, over?
Bleeding. Okay. You hit your head. You hit your head. Black out?
Yeah, I guess so.
Major.
She hit her head pretty bad.
Let's see.
Pupils are huge.
Sash, I'm sending, but they're not receiving. I'm going to clip back as soon as I sign over, but no answer.
Keep trying.
She's in shock. Keep an eye on her.
Archer Lima 2, this is Dagger Team 1. Do you copy, over? You got shit over there? Yeah.
Where's everyone else? Where's the rest of Utah? I'm Sergeant Chen. I was with Utah. We were the second team in last night. There was 8 of us. Do you have confirmed KAs for Utah?
Well, I can tell you this much. Sergeant Comstock's not gonna be in your team Christmas card this year.
You saw the insurgents kill Comstock.
Insurgents? Is this guy for real? What rock were you under, huh?
I was the radio operator. We lost comms. I was stuck in the truck the whole night. I never saw the active camouflage.
Active camouflage?
Look, even if there was a such thing, and there's not, how does a human being wearing active camouflage walk through walls?
We're through 3 mags of armor-piercing ammo. I saw Peck pump 150 rounds at one of them. This thing's killed at least 19 of our men. And we have no idea what it is.
Klein. You saw it. What was it?
Human? Had a human form. He looked at me, he was conscious. Like a person.
Is there anything that explains what you saw?
No.
Let's pull together all the functional goggles that we have.
My goggles were wasted in the crash, sir. Yeah, mine too. They're trashed.
Forget the goggles. Can't recharge them anyway.
So what do we do? How are we supposed to see him? Maybe that camera can still help us.
If we can get to an elevated position, we got a better vantage point. Here, you help me with this.
Let's go. Let's move out. Move.
They're everywhere.
Something's stopping them. sort of black sand.
I fell in that sand. I had to pick it out of my hand.
Let me see it. Little sharp pieces of metal. These are iron filings. It's pure iron. And there's a trail of it. All the way around the building.
It's a barrier. Someone put it there.
I don't think we're alone. Let's stack up. Let's sweep upstairs.
Point shoot.
Wind shoot.
Talbot, take the long wall. Ask them where they got this. And who else is here?
Bine. De unde aveți armă? Câți oameni mai sunt aici în fabrică?
Ask them if there's anyone else in the factory. And do they have guns?
Mai aveți și alte arme?
Самата пушка. Ни боягъл, ни когарни.
Ни стауту.
Словенца сва. Само сва.
She says they're here alone. Only that one gun. No soldiers are here. No one at all.
Major Sessions!
What's the problem?
This factory has its own transmission tower. It puts out a huge signal.
So what's the problem?
Everyone within 20 miles will hear a conversation with base. Any insurgent radio will pick up our transmission.
Insurgents are the least of your worries. Connect me to General Orland as soon as possible.
Archer Lima 2, this is Dagger Team. Do you copy?
Archer Lima 2, this is Dagger Team. Do you copy? Archer Lima 2, this is Dagger Team. Do you copy?
You guys are new recruits. And believe me, we could use the help. Come on, tough guy. Show me what you got. Oh.
Hey, I need to ask you something. Was it your idea? Put the barrier outside?
Their father. Their father knew. Their father rolled open barrels of the iron shavings around the building. He saved their lives.
What happened to your father?
Oh, little scrap. Hey, buddy, you all right? Come on, get up. What are you doing? Are you a ghost?
Aratari.
No, many said.
He says don't say that word.
Ask them what they are.
Kai Soto.
Искупление души.
Lost souls.
Души покойники.
Souls of the dead.
Без миру.
They're trapped between life and death and they can't find peace.
How's that happen?
Kako se to zgodi?
Vojna.
He says war.
If her father was the one who put down the iron shavings, he knows more about these things than any of us do. Ask her where her father is.
Леко говорим с отчетом.
Bogdan не смее видели.
Her brother Bogdan doesn't know. He thinks he went to get help.
Отче е умрал в зона и железна
He
мега.
died outside when he was making the barrier. She had to bring him in here.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Ceramic tile. Ask her how her father knew about the iron filing, stopping the Aratari.
Какое
What else did he know about
у
it?
железной копилки? She doesn't know.
Mazarov. What is Mazarov?
It's a place. It's a district up the river.
Зачетък сега.
It's where it all began.
Кърви. Умор.
It's where the Aratari killing started.
I'm saying we land the helos right here. Extract us from this roof and get us the hell out of here.
There are phone lines and power lines everywhere. The helos would have to fly low and slow. That's easy pickings for a teenager with a shoulder rocket.
Major, can you get me up to speed? You spoke with base.
Yeah. The general's sending in helos to come get us, and tanks to secure the landing zone in an open plaza about half a mile from here, at dawn.
That's a long way on foot. You think we can make it a half a mile? With kids?
We don't have an option. Okay, all the roads are either blocked or mined. And since we've used Signal Tower to talk to base, everyone knows who we are. We gotta move out.
So you want to go running around out there with those things roaming the street? Even though we have no way to see them or fight? It's better than we find a way in here. How is it better? The only reason we're still alive is that barricade out there. Look, eventually they're going to get through. It's just a matter of time. Wait. We have to take our chances. This is the best plan that we have.
Major, what if I told you I can improve our chances of making that plaza?
I'm listening.
Take a look around you. Everything in this building is filled with this.
Iron dust. And the iron stops the hyperspectrals.
Exactly. Weaponize it. Dirty bombs.
Best idea I've heard all night. Let's collect the grenades. Clyde, need you to be our eyes out there. Can you haul that camera on foot?
I've got a better idea. This camera already projects the right wavelength of UV light. If I can turn it inside out, by reversing the polarity of some of the components, I might be able to turn it from a camera into a searchlight. We'll be able to see them with our own eyes.
That'd be a game changer.
Think I can talk to the convoy? I might be able to tell them how to do the same thing with their equipment. When they come get us, they're gonna need eyes too.
I'll connect you to the main engineer back at base.
Copy that. They're ready to equip their vehicles with whatever you need.
Can you repeat the whole request back to me, please? Okay, yes, that's correct. But what you're gonna need is a device that emits a very short wavelength of light. I can tell you exactly how to rewire that. Do you have anything to mount on a tank?
Carlito. Daniel Carlito. Shh.
We got movement across the alleyway.
Guys, we got movement. Can we get eyes on it?
You guys stand clear for a second.
What's the word on the convoy? Last contact was 50 minutes ago. They're on their way to the extraction point.
Here they come! Get your gear, we're leaving this building in 15 seconds! Okay, come on, let's go. That was the fastest way to the extraction point.
That's Lockwood Ford? Yeah! Hey, she says she can show us another way.
Talbot, you're with Klein. Diaz, you're on point. Let's go.
Come on!
Everybody's accounted for.
It looks clear.
Let's move.
Okay, say doble. She says go right here.
Hey, heads up! 6 o'clock! Move! 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 Coming! Come on! Where are they? Boss, go. Where's the rest of you?
Come on. It's okay. Shh.
Well done.
You sure this is the place?
Are you to Pravometo?
Yeah.
Ask them if they're sure.
Sound pretty sure.
Major, this thing is dead. We can't see them.
We're blind.
That's us.
This is the landing zone.
Commander, are you seeing this? Those are their targets!
Go! 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 Go!
Whoa! Don!
Fire!
Move on my command! Hey! Hey! Let's get to the tanks! We'll get to the tanks! Move it!
Where's Bog?
Where'd he go? Who's got him?
Guns down! Do it now!
Nu trage! E bine! Hey!
Suntem prieteni!
He's staying safe inside. Hey!
Okay, it's okay.
Stay close!
Whoa, hey, look at me. She's not okay. Come here. We're gonna need some room. It's okay. It's okay.
What the hell happened in base? Base got overrun. General's meeting us here.
So what is this place?
We're in a civilian refugee shelter. This bunker has 20 feet of concrete and steel. Are we safe here? I have no idea, but there's food and water. Talbot, gather what you can. Toll Chin, head back to the entrance. There's a comm center. See who you can reach. Alessio, you're with me. Let's go.
There.
Where?
There.
Right over there. On the bed. What happened?
It's her shoulder. Her shoulder has shrapnel in it.
Okay, we're gonna cut open her sleeve. Sofia, începe terapia intravenoasă și atârnă 2 litri de salină normală.
Foarte bine. Vreți să-i facem și niște radiografii?
Get the IV line ready. Își pierde mușchița?
Nu, dar respiră greu și își pierde tensiunea.
This is yours.
Vreau imediat un check.
Now I need your help, sorry. To stop the oratory. I need to know what your father knew. What did your father do?
Ceramică.
He worked with ceramic.
What did he make?
Kaj делали с керамики?
Posode.
He made containers.
Delao je keramične posode za Mazaro.
He made containers for Mazaro. The power plant where the Aratari came from.
Let's get the mask on her. Okay, we have to take her now.
Open it! Throw your weapons!
How many are you?
Not many.
Skip ahead!
The base was overrun. It was like a wave. Invisible. Men just started falling. Our conventional weapons were useless. I requested an order to evacuate the base, but our long-range comms were completely scrambled. So I took all the gear I could. I started sending units north, out of the area of operation. Kept 5 aircraft with the least amount of fuel, stayed behind with 1 platoon. Out of the 240 of us, we had 19 remaining.
So you got a message to higher command?
No.
Is there a rescue mission plan?
No, we intercepted radio chatter from Moldovan friendlies to find this place. We sent that bird to pick you up and bring you here. If you'd even tried to return to base, you'd be dead.
We're the last U.S. forces left in the country.
I hope so.
So what's the plan, sir?
Came here to regroup, Major. There's no plan.
Sir, I recommend we at least fortify the entrance.
Fortify with what?
We wait till a rescue mission
Fortify
ends.
with
Why?
what? With what? They're gonna come through whatever you put out there.
We need to be taking our chances and getting on one of them helos.
There's 20 minutes of flight time! There's 20 minutes of flight time in those birds, not more!
Doesn't matter. There's not enough room for all of us in those birds anyway.
We need to form teams and take the aircraft.
Well, where are you gonna go, Major? You can't run from them. You can't stop them. Your weapons are useless. We have no idea what they are!
I know what they are. I know what they are.
I know what they are. We think we're seeing things. We think it can't be real, but then it kills, so it is real. It's something. It's not light, it's not shadow, some trick of the mind. Pass through walls, check. Outside the visible spectrum, check. Kills to the touch, check. Comstock. He was under a ceramic bathtub, is that right? Tank armor. Couldn't pass through tank armor. M1 Abrams tank armor. That's ceramic plating everywhere. It cannot pass through ceramic. You know what that means? It means this stuff isn't natural. Someone made it. It's man-made.
Man-made how?
Okay. There's solid, liquid, gas. Lava can turn into rock, ice can turn into water, metals can melt, and these are natural states, but there are unnatural states. Artificial states, man-made states. Condensate. Bose-Einstein condensate. A state of matter that was predicted by Nath Bose and Albert Einstein. It has some very unusual properties. It can be slowed down by iron filings. It cannot pass through ceramic, but it can pass through walls. It's so cold, it will kill you instantly on contact, and it can do everything that we've been seeing here. You want to create Bose-Einstein condensate, you need power, and you need a lot of it.
Mazarov, the power plant.
Yes, Mazarov. Where they were made. You said this country was pouring billions into weapons research? This is a weapon. And either it was set loose or it broke loose.
All right, but these things, Klein, they look like human beings. It looks like a person.
So can marble and clay in the right hands. And I want to know why. Why they look like people. I can't tell you how they did this. What I can tell you is that someone made them. And if someone made them, they do not escape the laws of the world. Nothing does. They can only shine light on new laws, and those are the laws we have to learn because they have order and they have structure.
It can be broken down.
Anything can be broken down. It's just energy. Because I know what they are, I know the properties. I can build the right weapons.
What kind of weapons, Klein?
Plasmic discharge weapons. They can tear apart the condensate.
And where do you expect us to find weapons like that?
Oh, we're not going to find them. We're going to build them.
Build them with what?
Anything we can find in this bunker. Anything of electronics, optics, ballistic casings, all the gear you brought from base. We can take it all apart, and I can build an arsenal. And then we can go to Mazarov, and we can stop this before it goes any further. Because if we don't, the condensate will just feed on all the energy in its path. It'll grow exponentially. There's no limit to how far they can spread. Unless we stop them.
Let's get this gear inside, guys! Come on!
Ground-to-air tracking scope. We can use this. They have good optics. Good. This is good.
No, half of these are labeled defective. We're gonna need a voltage counter on once you start testing this thing.
Is that what I think it is? Drop a load of some bass.
That's badass. Looks like a mechanical Rottweiler.
Look at that. Klein's making a few changes.
They're taking down a chain hoist and putting up a searchlight.
Deja vu.
What does it fire? It's a focused energy pulse
If my math is right.
Should break down condensate.
Mazarov, the single largest power plant in the region. It's where the killings first started. If they were man-made, they were made here.
That's less than 10 clicks from here. Our birds can make that, but it's probably one way.
I've been digging for clues with the civilians here. I found this intel on Mazarov. It's been retrofitted several times over the last decade by the Central Regime. It's got weapons research written all over it.
Okay, you and Klein need to be embedded to infiltrate. It's gonna be up to the both of you to figure out how to stop this.
We have to create a diversion. We'll draw them out here so you can infiltrate the structure and try to find the source. Klein's predicting the charge from these weapons to be extremely hot, enough to destroy condensate. We'll find out soon enough.
All right, boys. This is it. If you have any last words, now's the time.
You are using untested weapons against an enemy that, to this point, has been unstoppable.
You are heading into unknown territory. And hear me when I say you're going to see things you will not understand. Our enemy has spread through the city in a matter of days. There's no telling how far they will spread, unless we fight back. Most men never even come close to changing the future. This is the place. And now is the time. Make no mistake, you're the last line of defense. Let's go do what we came here to do.
confirmed spectral kill. We are go. I say again, all units go.
Let's show them what we got. Come on! This is it! Let's go!
Enemy Barrier 1. All units engaged. Spearhead 2 taking North Peninsula. Spearhead 3 beginning descent over South Peninsula. At least a dozen targets coming out of the structure.
Go, go, go! Let's move! On me!
All units, you are cleared to engage.
Let's move!
Spearhead 2, you go for infill. Proceed to insertion point.
Go, go, go!
What's the situation down there?
Sections, we got split up. We're still trying to find the lab.
We're holding them, don't know how long.
Can you hear me? Sections.
Okay, keep going.
We've got to be close now. Look over here.
Bose-Einstein condensate. Look at these x-rays. They were scanning people on a molecular level. Imprinting them out of condensate.
It's an assembly line. Like some kind of industrial process.
You're right. It's a weapon.
happened here?
It looks like a catastrophic failure. Half the cells are broken and empty. Some structural failure must have set them free. Opened up Pandora's box.
Now what? Top research advisors of the Central Regime.
This man was trying to stop it. They did lose control. Can you translate this?
It's an emergency shutdown procedure. Half of these words I've never seen before.
What about the other half?
Decouple procedure. Disconnect the umbilicals to interrupt the neural activity.
Okay.
So, you gotta unlock all these ports here, and then you gotta pull this bracket here to release all the cables.
And then?
That should stop him.
Take this. moving.
Hey, walk.
I'm all right.
Come on. I have to find a way out.
Do you hear that? This is it. They weren't just scanning people. They're not just printouts. This is what's controlling them.
These are from real corpses.
Each one is made from a real person.
They're alive.
They're not alive. They're not dead. They're just trapped somewhere in between. But they are in pain.
How do you know?
This is pain.
But how do you know they can feel?
I can't prove it. I can't. So maybe there are things science can't answer.
No. Wait, no. This is why we came here. This is the evidence. This is why you came, remember? Remember? So many people have died. You said it. You said, I want to know why.
I know enough.
You have to think about the bigger picture.
I am. You surveyed James.
They're gonna take Mazarov apart piece by piece, measure everything, try to reverse engineer it, fight over ownership. I've been asked if you want to go back out there. I said I'd ask, but...
I've seen what it can see. won't stop either.
I don't think they know how.
Told you you'd go home to Virginia without unpacking.